Hello and welcome everyone to another episode. Yes, so I've decided we are getting all the fuel to the Minmus space station. I did do a slight redesign compared to the last launcher. Certain things have changed a little bit, and I'm going to talk real quick while it's on the pad. Yeah, I did change, actually, I'm just going to launch because this thing is rocking around like crazy, and that usually doesn't mean good things. As you can see, the fuel is getting taken out of our, this is our payload right here, I guess if you wanted to call it that, which I'm going to get rid of these now. There we go, perfect. None of the fuel is getting taken out of this piece right now, so I wanted to get rid of some of it, but not all of it. So right now, what we have inside this tank roughly would be like a white tank, which is 1/4. It's a little under 1/4. I'd say it's 1/5, but whatever. Oh my God, we're going way past our speed that we should be. I'll just let it slow down and just throttle down. Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention to the speed at all. So, yeah, no, wow, this design has changed, just a little bit. I added extra solid rocket boosters. I feel like this thing should be able to get some fuel into space and, without any real problems. Which, right now, I did a test launch with this vehicle, and it went pretty well. The only real problem I had was I didn't put the thermic, generator things on there. But that was just a test launch, so I mean, I was only going into space to see if it would make it to space, and that was it. But overall, this thing, the minute that, oh my God, we are going the wrong way. There we go. Yeah, the minute that this thing gets into space, I'm pretty much deleting it the minute that it works. That's like my initial test run, if you want to call it that. I just want to see if it will make it. And if it makes it, I'm happy. So, and it is working very well. I haven't had any breakups yet on it. So, it really just has no problems. It's the weirdest thing because I always create these rockets somewhat intricate, some of them not so intricate, obviously, and, from what you guys watched, and, like, especially my last episode with some of that crap I've made, some of them are just so overly complicated that I don't understand, I even don't understand how it would work. So, alright, let me see this here. Alright, the only thing I didn't check was the staging, which it seems to be good, so that, I'm not too concerned with that. So I'm going to kill the engines right here. I'm going to bring it up, and away, and there we are, 17 seconds away. And we're going to take this to Minmus. Now, I'm not going to, show the docking of it. I have another idea planned for that, at least for now, and we'll see what we can get when we get there. But, alright, come on, let's go. Go, go, go. But this was the first try, though, with this tank actually having a little bit of fuel in it. My first launch, I didn't include any fuel at all. I let the tank just completely get sucked dry. And I did say that. Sucked dry. So, alright, what is this? Yeah, Kerbin System, Deep Communications, Satellites. We want to go... yeah, Minmus. Wow. It's been a little bit of a trip. I'm pretty happy with how this rocket turned out. That's the one thing, though, is a pretty big improvement over the last mission I launched, which, surprisingly enough, I did change a lot of that rocket. It really didn't seem like I changed a lot, but I did. So, wow. Alright, that works. Bring that to 0. We gotta find our node, which is not going to be easy, considering this thing is like just a giant pencil right now. What are we close to? Alright, that thing. But it is floating away. I don't even know what that is. Oh, it was our refueling mission that we just launched. Yes. But, yeah, no, haven't really been doing much lately. You know, just the work and the normal grind, as, you know, most people say. Same stuff every day. Kerbal every day, guys. Kerbal every day. I'm waiting for these new updates to come out. I'm really excited about that. I want to see what the VAB looks like, and, you know, the spaceplane hangar, and what they're going to do with all that stuff. The one thing I'm really curious about, and I know this isn't coming in the next update, so, you know, this is just my own little thing, but the one thing I thought would be really cool is having the ability... Oh, God. Wow. Alright. The one thing I thought would be really cool is having the ability to, like, once you land on another planet, you could package up a bunch of stuff from, like, Kerbin, let's say, and, alright, that's gonna be off regardless, because I just, you know, no, it ain't gonna work. No, you could go and package up a bunch of stuff from Kerbin, let's say, like, say you wanted to bring a bunch of building blocks, let's say, and you could build your own VAB on, like, another moon or planet. I thought that would be a really cool idea. Alright, well, bring this down. Let's see. Is this going to put us really close? Yes, it will. Alright, so we got to spin this thing around as quick as possible. We only got 30 seconds to do our burn, which is not enough time. I'm just going to fire up the engine going this way just to spin me around as quick as I possibly can. We're about to run out of fuel eventually. I don't really know how much fuel we have left. So, yeah, I think we'll be alright, though. Turn off RCS. We have just that tank left, and we have that. And that should be enough to get us there. The burn was a little late, so if anything, I'll be able to fix it once we get there. It shouldn't be too much. But I just kind of want to do this as quick as possible. So this is about the quickest way. No, so anyways, you'd be able to build like a VAB on another planet, or, you know, whatever. But the only problem is instead of, you know, you having unlimited supplies, you would actually have to fly supplies to the other planet, let's say, you know, at least for now, or at least once the resource system gets put in, and then you could actually build, like, a refinery and all that other stuff, you know, and then you could start taking off from the moon instead of taking off from, you know, Kerbin, which would create, I mean, basically, once you could take off from the moon, or take off from Minmus, you know, it kind of destroys the game a little bit, but not. And some people would question why it would, but basically, imagine being able to take off with the same the same size rocket that I just took off with right now, off from the moon. You would not need as much fuel to do whatever it is that you planned on doing. So, alright. Perfect. You would not need as much fuel as you need, you know, to get to the moon, or get to the Minmus, or, well, I should say get to Minmus. If you took off from Minmus with a rocket that I had, I wouldn't be surprised if you could get all the way to, like, Joule easily. I just don't, you know, having 40,000 units of fuel taking off from Minmus with 6 of the, whatchamacallit, Rockomax engines, you'd probably be able to make it all the way to Joule and probably back. Something crazy like that. But, you know, stuff like that. I thought it would be kind of a cool idea. Or, you know, more of a... I know there's mods out there. Blech. I know there's mods out there that are basically... slow this down here. No, I know there's mods out there that are basically dedicated towards creating... what is it, like moon bases and stuff like that. They're a little bit more in depth than, like, you know, stuff that I've built so far, you know, things like that. But I'm not really too big into that stuff. So enough of my little chatteroo as I normally do. The one thing I wanted to do, and I'm probably going to end up doing this, is I'm gonna make a little montage, and this is kind of what I have planned. I'm going to dock up with this behemoth, you know, all fast forwarded and all that good stuff, and then I'm gonna dock all the remaining slots on, you know, the fuel area for Minmus Station, for the Minmus Station. I may have said Minmus Space Beta, and I always say Minmus Space Beta because it's just like an obsession, because every time I go here, the only thing I'm doing is stuff with Minmus Space Beta. So, we're gonna finish off, like, the fuel portion as of, like, right now. I'm going to end up creating a lander soon, though, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. The other thing I want to make is kind of like a Kerbal train. You know, at least be able to pack like 8 or 9 Kerbals into this device or whatever, and basically use it as a ferry to bring, like, you know, 10 Kerbals from one point to the other. So it, you know, it will cut down on having like multiple trips all the way here, I guess, if you want to call it that. You know, I won't have to fly here like 10 times in order to get, you know, 3 Kerbals at a time here or whatever. So I think that would work out a little bit better in my, you know, with what I'm trying to do. Oh man. Alright, let's see. So yeah, I'm going to speed up everything, and yeah, I'm going to put on all the rest of the fuel tanks for this for the station. And that will be kind of the end of, oh god, that will be kind of the end for the tanks, at least for now, I guess. You know, I don't really want to say completely the end, but I do have to get RCS down, and that is one thing I definitely need. So alright, let's see how close we can get this. Even if it's off like that, it's not a big deal. Whoa. 3.6. You know what it is when you start messing around with this node and you're trying to line up everything, if you use RCS, or I mean, not even RCS, if you use these inclinations and then you use the retrograde or the prograde, it will change over time. So it's kind of weird. But anyways, guys, enough of my ramblings. Yeah, after this little bit, I'll let you guys know when to speed up to and all that other good stuff like I normally do. And yeah, we're gonna finish off all the fuel. The next thing will be RCS, though, definitely. Anyways, I will see you on the other side. And we got a connection, guys. Everything's good. Wow. This took me a little while to do. I'm surprised at how long it actually took. But, yeah. We, got all the fuel that we need. Way more than we need. Wow. That's all I can say. This is the first, like, actual space station I've built where I've actually put a bunch of fuel tanks on it. So, I think it's pretty friggin' awesome. I'm just gonna go ahead and quick save real quick. Yeah, quick save quickly. I don't know why I say real quick. Real quickly, quick save. Now what I got in my mind right now is I'm thinking I could put RCS tanks here and here and just run them straight up, kind of like these. And then we have this whole back to work with, which I'm thinking we should do something along the lines. Let's get rid of this first. I don't know what that big puff of smoke is that comes out of here, but it doesn't look happy. But why is this still connected? Okay. So let's align this thing to the sun a little bit. Yeah, controlling this thing is gonna be fun. Wow. Alright, come on, come back up. Come back up. Twist a little bit, too. If you can. Not that way. Wow. This thing's like a bucket of bolts. I don't even know what to say. We definitely need more lights on this thing, though, I think. It's a good possibility. I mean, it really doesn't have a lot of... It's not getting a lot of sunlight on it. And I put on a lot of these little can light, the square lights. Excuse me. Got a little bit of heartburn. Let's see what this thing looks like. Oh my god. Turn off the SAS. Now this thing doesn't have any other... It has the SAS units on here, these things. But that's it. And everything else is just, you know, running off of the one SAS unit I have on here. There's one SAS unit here, and then there's these two SAS units. So there's a SAS and then two SAS. So yeah, but there we go. This thing's looking freaking awesome now. We have a lot of fuel in store, and I got lucky because most of it, you know, from these the three other trips, most of these tanks are at half, roughly. I mean, every tank is, like, if you were to balance out the tanks, I would say all of them have at least more than half. So that's pretty good stuff. Definitely gonna have to figure out some other stuff I'm going to do for this thing. These panels are a little crooked. I was thinking of adding like another row of panels on each side, but that would just be... I don't think it would look good if we put any more panels on it than it already has. Definitely going to have to upgrade some parts, add on another piece here, I'm thinking. I think I might end up coming off... See, what's weird is a lot of my space stations look the same, and the problem with that, like, they all kind of have the same kind of solar panel part in the front, and then everything kind of sits along the back of it. And I don't know if I'm liking that anymore, but, you know, honestly, whoa, we just did like 30 orbits. Whatever. See, I don't know if I'm liking how this is, but, you know, it still looks amazing. I do have to say that. And, you know, the RCS tanks will come out right here, so that will kind of fill in these little gap areas right here. What I'm going to do is I probably am going to put these panels in here just for now. And what I will do is, you know, when I launch the RCS tank, I'll have a little bit of clearance to put the tanks in. Maybe I'll do one more row. I'll keep some of the panels open, you know, it's not like it's really that big of a deal if they're all closed or, you know, whatever. But, you know, we'll have some, you know, this station won't lose power at least. That's kind of the main concern. But yeah, we'll put RCS here. That way we'll have a full RCS storage here. I'm thinking of like maybe 4 tanks here, 4 tanks on the bottom, and this thing will have just a ton of RCS fuel. I'm always more concerned with RCS fuel because it's easier to run out of RCS fuel. Now the next thing, I'm thinking of expanding either this way. I don't know. I might come off on the side, or one of these sides here, and then I'll put a few more of these like hab modules and stuff like that, and then I'm going to put on one of these like a docking station with 3 ports or so. Sounds good. Three ports to dock up to, and I think that should be good enough. Another thing I've been considering, a fuel depot around Minmus. I know it's probably not that great of an idea. I probably could do it, with just this, and this would probably be good enough, but I don't know. I'm thinking about doing it because refueling this thing might be a little bit of a problem with, the current state, and as I add on to it, the more, the pieces it's going to be, once I bring a refueler into the mix, it might kind of screw things up. But, we have our refueler and all that other good stuff. But anyways, guys, enough of rambling of things I want to do, and I should get to work, right? Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and yeah, I will see you next time.